Oh boy, have I got a story to tell you. Listen here. We're going to spill some tea. Hey, y'all. Uh, Another thing that has just crossed my mind about all this bull crap. Okay, I just watched a video that Kathy dropped. Um, Kathy from the Curious Deep Dive or Deep Soul or Curious Soul Deep Dive, something like that. Anyways, oh, I just watched her video about Eric taking Ray, and I'm saying it in air quotations, supposedly took Ray to the doctor. I finally watched that video of what Eric said that the doctor said. For one, he had no paperwork in his hand when he come out. Okay. So the doctor that he took him to, if you look at the video, there's a counselor, West Virginia counseling on one side. And on the other side of the door is like a Med Express type, a quick, urgent care. If that's what, that's what we call urgent care. Okay. He said that, he flip-flopped. He flip-flopped bad on that. Well, she said she didn't know, but she was sure, but she wasn't sure, but blah, 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 blah. Everybody knows he's got rheumatoid arthritis. You can look at his hands and his knees. That's what he's got. Well, he may need padding in his knees. No, 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 no. Apparently, he Googled the wrong thing because when it's crippling arthritis, the rheumatoid arthritis, there is no putting pad in the knee. Okay? There's no, you can't do that. They have to replace the knee. It's a knee replacement, not a pad. And how do I know this? Let's see. Because my first husband's mother, my mother-in-law, she had the crippling arthritis. She had rheumatoid arthritis. If she wanted to have her joints replaced, they would do the surgery and replace her joints. However, she opted not to. And the arthritis ate her bones and stuff. Her little fingers, just like she didn't have no bones. Excuse me, in her fingers whatsoever. I don't know why I do that. Every time I get on here, I either burp or hiccup. Y'all, I'm sorry. But I ate me a New York sub from Walmart, and that sucker's good. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So yeah, and guess what? My mom, she has to have both her knees replaced. My stepdad's got to have one of his knees replaced. And I got to have a knee replacement. I have a cousin who has the arthritis. My aunt, she's got that arthritis and she's had surgery. They didn't put padding. They have to replace the joints. My son's teacher, when he was in the 3rd grade, she had that operation done. And there was no padding to it, even in the early 2000s. She had to have her joints replaced. And, which caused her head to sit like this. But oh God, she was such a sweetheart. I love that woman. But, anyways, Eric, I don't believe at all that he went into that doctor's office with Ray. I don't believe that. You're not going to tell me that that's where he took him. I can almost guarantee that he probably took him in the counselor's office. Either that or Larry's not going to say. I can guarantee you Larry ain't going to say. He probably paid Larry a bunch of money to keep hush-hush about it. Or to say, yeah, we went to the doctor. And he said, and Eric said in the video, he said, and the orthopedic doctor said, what orthopedic doctor? That's an urgent care, not orthopedic. And I'm telling you right now, I don't care how old you are. I don't care how critical you are. Believe me, I don't care. When you get a referral, it can take anywhere between 2 weeks to 6 months to get into with a specialist. Believe me, I had all kinds of specialists that I had to go to. I went to an orthopedic specialist. I went to an orthopedic surgeon. I went to ENT. I went to an ENT surgeon. And I went to neurologists. I had to go to the oncologists. I had to go all the way to Morgantown to specialists. And it took a long time to get in with them. And they even put it as I needed dire emergency. You know, it was an emergency. And it still took them a month to get me in with a specialist. And it took almost 5 years to get back in with a neurologist, just to get my diagnosis of why I shake so much. That's where the Parkinson's comes in. Okay? And I got Parkinson's, I've got Hashimoto's, and I've got fibromyalgia, and the specialist also said that I have lupus. I don't think I have lupus, but he said I had lupus. Okay. But back to, okay, so I know it seems like I get off track, but I'm not, because I'm trying to give an example, and I lived in West Virginia. I can give the example. Okay. But they're not going to have the orthopedic doctor on the phone at the urgent care. They're not going to do that. I've been to that type of urgent care. They had it right across the road from the hospital in the city that we lived in. And I can tell you right now, they do not do that. What they do, because they will not refer you to anybody, what they tell you to do is go to your family doctor. Your family doctor has to refer you to a specialist. So, Eric, there you go. Lies. All lies. Because I've been to those urgent cares. And they have all told me the same thing. Go to your family doctor. They have to make you a referral. And for Eric to sit there and say that he had no ID, which it probably don't. Ray probably don't have an ID. Probably not. But to say he doesn't have a social security card, that's a lie. To say that he doesn't have a birth certificate, that's a lie. I don't care who you are. You can be Amish, you can be, I don't care. When you're born, it's recorded. It is recorded. It would be in the records room of the county where you were born. I don't care if you was born in a hospital, in the fields, in a house, in an elevator, in the back seat of a car. I don't care. It's recorded. If you're not born in the hospital, they have to give an estimated time. If the mother doesn't know what time that she popped you out, they have to do an estimated time. Okay, so, and they all get Social Security, or not Social Security, but disability. They get disability. They get food stamps. And they don't have birth certificates, and they don't have Social Security cards, and they... Really? Eric, come on now. Ain't nobody fell off that turnip wagon and bumped their head on the road, honey. We ain't stupid. So like I said, I had to, when my husband had surgery on his feet, both feet, yeah, we went and we had to file for food stamps. We wasn't on food stamps that long. We were on food stamps probably, I'd say 8 months. Maybe a little under a year. But as soon as I got my job working in the oil field, I called my caseworker. It took her 3 days to call me back. There's another thing. 3 days for her to call me back. When she did call me back, I was at work. And I told her, I said, her name, and I said, ma'am, I just want to tell you, I appreciate all the help that y'all gave us here in this county, and I appreciate y'all helping us with the food stamps, but we're not going to need them anymore. You can go ahead and dismiss my my food stamps because we do not need them anymore. And so she told me that if we ever needed help again, to come back and they would help us. I've never had to go back to get food stamps ever again. That was a first time. I don't like being on food. I mean, honest to God, I don't like being on food stamps. They're too nosy. They're nosy. Nosy. And it don't matter if you went up there with everybody's Social Security card that lives in the house. They're still going to want that Social Security card on your yearly thing. And because they give you right in your 7th month, I think they give you so many months before you hit your year mark. They send out a letter and they tell you what all they need. And Social Security card, birth certificate is what they need. Marriage certificates, death certificates, divorce decrees, all this, that, and the other. They got to have all that. So, Eric, you're sitting there saying that they don't have birth certificates and they don't have Social Security cards, but they get disability, food stamps, welfare? Go back to Georgia. Go back to Georgia and tell lies to people there that may believe you. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I think the ones that do praise him and, oh, he's just a saint and he's this and he's that, I think those are Sonny's followers. Honest to God. But anyways, y'all, somebody's pulled up at my house. I'm going to get off here. And I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Mean it. I'm a Pastor Puppy. Moo, heifer, moo. Pucker up. Give me a kiss, jackass.